Remember from the development of our understanding of electromagnetic waves, we talked about how electromagnetic waves come in packets. And we call those photons. And photons are energy only with no mass. And Maxwell was able to determine a difference in momentum based on the energy of the photons. Now, normally we think of momentum as being mass times velocity, but there is no mass. It's only energy, and so Maxwell had two different possibilities. If the photon was absorbed completely, then the change in momentum was equal to the change in energy divided by the speed of light. If the photon was completely reflected, then the change in momentum was just equal to twice of what was absorbed, or twice of the absorbed formula. So it's just 2 delta U over C. Now we know that the force is equal to the derivative of the momentum, and now we can look at, I'm going to use big P for pressure. Now I'm going to subscript it R. So this is pressure. And that's just equal to force divided by the area. And we can put in our derivative of momentum. And if this is the derivative with respect to t, then we can come up with this, use this as a derivative with respect to t, and that just gives me 1 over area times the speed of light, because of this c right here, times du dt. And the energy, derivative of change of energy, is just the average Poynting's vector times the area. And when we calculate this through, the pressure is the average Poynting's vector divided by the speed of the electromagnetic waves. And if we do this through again, except for reflected, our pressure for the reflected is equal to 2 times the pressure of the absorbed, and so that's just going to be 2 times the average Poynting's vector divided by C. So this is an actual pressure that you feel from light. Now, we're dividing by 3 times 10 to the 8th, so we're talking about pressures that are very, very small. But this is the idea behind solar sails, where you would put a huge sail on a ship and then use the light energy to accelerate the ship, based on the no air resistance in space. So there's a lot of development going on in determining how efficient that would be. But this is how Maxwell was able to calculate the actual effects of the energy in the photons that are emitted from a source.